guys? It's your boy, Barca Boy 103. Today we're going to be reacting to the Barcelona news over the past 24 hours. Firstly, on the Lewandowski saga, Barcelona will be making a new bid next week for Lewandowski after their first offer was completely ignored by Bayern Munich, and that new bid will be in the region of 50 million euros. And as Bayern Munich close the deal for Sadio Mane, they're now more open to letting Lewandowski leave the club this summer. Alongside Lewandowski, a priority for Barcelona and more specifically Xavi this summer is to sign another center back. And according to reports, we are in advanced negotiations with Sevilla for Jules Kounde for a money plus player deal to sign a Frenchman this summer, but the backup option is Kalidou Koulibaly, who will be available as well this summer, and he wants to join Barcelona. And next summer, we could be going for Matthijs de Ligt, because this summer he could be including in his contract a very affordable release clause. But of course, with players coming in, players will have to leave, and the main one, of course, is Frenkie de Jong. He has communicated in the press that he wants to stay at Barcelona this summer, but Manchester United want to sign him as he is the top priority for them, but don't want to pay the money that Barcelona want. Contract renewal updates on Memphis, Depay, and Pablo Gavi, which is going to be today, of course. Gavi's meeting with Barcelona, hopefully the last meeting. But we have some sad news over the past 24 hours, and that is Dani Alves will be leaving the club. He has officially announced he will now be renewing his contract with Barcelona and that he will be leaving the club as a free agent on June the 30th. And finally, of course, big updates on the economic levers and the General Assembly taking place today. But before we get into it, make sure you guys smash that like button down below. Let's try to get the 300 likes on this video. It'd be very much appreciated. And also, if you're new, make sure you subscribe down below if you haven't already. And let's get into it. Let's start off with the transfer news over the past 24 hours. Now, the first player that we have been linked with is, of course, the number one target and priority signing for Barcelona this summer, Robert Lewandowski. And some massive news has been coming in, and it's coming in mainly from Germany. First, coming in from Bild, they've come out saying that Barcelona are preparing a new offer for Lewandowski. The new offer could arrive by the end of next week. Whatever Bayern Munich may say in public, internally, they are discussing that they should be starting talks with Barcelona for a fee of around 40 to 50 million euros. As already stated last night, Barcelona could make a new and improved bid later on this week. Wow, 50 million? I think that is... We're overpaying for Lewandowski beyond belief, but I feel like we're too deep into it now. We promised him Zahavi, and of course Zahavi will have good players in the future. We gotta keep him happy as well. I think 50 million is too much, man. I would pay at the max 40 with variables. My max from before was 30, but now that we're so deep into this deal, I'll probably pay the 40, but I'm not paying 50 straight up, man. I think that's way too much for him. But again, more confirmation coming in from Sport 1 as well from Germany. They've come out saying that Barcelona want to make a new and improved bid for Lewandowski, and according to the club circle, it is expected to exceed 40 million euros. Barcelona's first offer was 32 million euros plus 5 million euros in variables, was completely ignored by Bayern Munich. So again, from that first offer, no rejection, no exception, just straight up ignored that. And apparently the club now believes, of course, Bayern Munich, then the new offer will come in, it will be more than 40 million euros. And again, for me, I just think that's way too much. If you want more confirmation, it's also coming in from RMC Sport from France, of course, that PSG link. They've come out saying that Barcelona will submit a second offer of 40 million euros for Lewandowski. The first one, of course, was 32 million euros. Again, let me know your thoughts about the price down below. What would be the max you pay for Lewandowski? Again, for me, at this point, the max I would go is 40. I think Bayern Munich are expecting the bid to come in over 40. I think what the club are going to do, remember that 32 plus 5 was our first offer. I think what they'll do is add 10 million euros to that 42 plus 5, as I think Barcelona will do. I think it's too much, but you know what? We're too deep in this deal. We promised Lewandowski and his agent. I think in the end, this will happen. Now, on the Bayern Munich side, the reason why they're open to this move now is because they're very, very close to signing Sadio Mane. Fabrizio Romano came out saying that Sadio Mane and Bayern Munich have reached a verbal agreement on personal terms over a 3-year contract, and Bayern Munich now set to submit a new bid to Liverpool soon. The deal is in the final stages. So again, Bayern Munich are almost about to sign Sadio Mane, which of course will open the door for Lewandowski's exit this summer. You'll have to wait and see. Again, next week will be key. Again, the club want to tie this deal down before preseason on July the 4th. They want him here by then. Xavi wants to be there by then. And also Lewandowski himself wants to be there by then as well. So wait and see. But next week, new bid for Lewandowski. Now, along with a striker, another priority for Barcelona, and more specifically Xavi this summer, is to sign another center back alongside, of course, Andreas Christensen. And the center back signing right now is in the advanced stages, and apparently it is Jules Kounde. Wow. Now, firstly, Mateo Morito has come out saying that Jules Kounde to Barcelona is complicated. Barcelona met with his agents twice in the last week. Xavi loves him, but Barcelona financial situation makes it difficult. A move to England, more specifically Chelsea, is the most advanced for the player at the moment. But everyone else in Barcelona has come out disagreeing with Mateo Morito. And firstly, it was Mundo Deportivo. They came out saying that Jules Kounde's priority is to join Barcelona over other clubs, and Sevilla want around 60 to 70 million euros. Xavi wants to sign Kounde. Laporta is handling the operation. Barcelona and Sevilla are looking for a formula. Des and Trincao could enter the deal. If Lenglet, Samuel Umtiti, and Ousmane Gueye leave, either transfer or a loan, and Gerard Pique reduces his salary, sign Jules Kounde will be possible for Barcelona. Now, my first concern about the Kounde deal is why are we paying Sevilla the money that they want and also adding another player to it? Remember, Chelsea were about to bid 65 million euros for Kounde, and apparently Barcelona want to do a deal for 60 million plus another player, which makes no sense. We're overpaying. Secondly, who's that player going to be? If it's Lenglet, Umtiti, Mingueza, Trincao, I have no problem. But if it's Dest, I will be fuming. Now, if you told me 60 million plus Dest for Kounde, would you do it or not? I would say no. I think 40 million plus Dest. Okay, I would say yes. 60 plus Dest. No, we need a right back, and also there are other center back options we will talk about in a few seconds who are half the price of Kounde and twice the player at the moment. So wait and see. But again, there's more confirmation about this Kounde deal in the Spanish media. Esport 3 came out saying negotiations between Barcelona and Sevilla are in the advanced stages for Kounde. The operation is awaiting the proposals of the economic leverage, of course, later on today. The deal could close for in the region of 55 to 60 million euros, plus another player like Des, Trincao, or Lenglet. Now, if it's Lenglet, I'd give Sevilla 70 million plus Lenglet for Kounde. Honestly, if we can put Lenglet in that, perfect. Trincao, I'm not, I wouldn't mind Trincao, but Des for me is the main problem. And apparently Sevilla, the player like most of Barcelona, is Des. I am worried that Des may be included in this operation. For me, I 100% disagree with it. And finally, Catalunya Radio have come out saying that talks between Barcelona and Sevilla for Jules Kounde are now advanced. The transfer will be completed for 55-60 million euros plus one player, and everything indicates that Jules Kounde will join Barcelona, and the last step could be approved after the economic levers today. One of Des, Lenglet, or Trincao could be included in the agreement for Sevilla for Jules Kounde. So again, the exact same report back in the same from Esport 3 as well. Look, we have, reliable people saying that's going to happen. We have reliable people saying it's not going to happen. I have no idea what to think. For the club, do I blame them for going for Kounde first? Absolutely not. I think Kounde is a top priority for Barcelona in the center back department. The question really is, can we afford him? I think bringing Kounde would be brilliant, but I don't want Barcelona to overpay. I think 60 million plus Des again is too much in my opinion, and personally, I would not do the deal. I'd put it in any other player. Mingueza, I'll give them Mingueza, Umtiti, Lenglet, Trincao, plus 50 for Kounde. Honestly, I would not do that than give them Des. So wait and see on Kounde, but again, no doubt he is Xavi's #1 priority in the center back department, and right now Barcelona are in talks with Sevilla to try and make a formula for his signing. But the second center back option for Barcelona this summer is without a doubt at the moment Kalidou Koulibaly. Now, reports coming in from Italy from Gazzetta dello Sport have come out saying that Koulibaly has put contract talks on hold with Napoli because he is awaiting for an approach from Barcelona. The entire club have offered the defender 4 million euros per year to stay at the club. Now, if we're offering 60 million for Kounde, that means we have 60 million euros in the bank. And this is what I'm going to say. If we don't sign Kounde, I want Koulibaly at the club. If we don't sign Kounde and the club come out with reports saying, oh, we can't afford Koulibaly, BS. Koulibaly will cost around 30 to 40. If you're offering 60 for Kounde and that gets rejected, I expect all that money to go towards Koulibaly, and hopefully that is the case. If we go for Kounde first, I'm okay with that. I'm very, very happy with that signing. I'd rather sign Kounde over Koulibaly if money's not a problem. But with the money factor being coming in, I think Koulibaly does have a good chance. Now, the real question is, what's a better deal? 60 plus Des for Kounde or just 40 up for Koulibaly? For me, it's 40 for Koulibaly. I think that, and you get the keep Des in the team as well, is more beneficial for Barcelona. So we'll wait and see. Again, without doubt, Koulibaly is a backup option, and Kounde is the priority for center back department. But there is center back that we could be signing next summer, or we should keep an eye on this summer as well, and that is Matthijs de Ligt. Now, Mundo Deportivo came out saying that de Ligt remains a target for Barcelona, and if he stays at Juventus for one more season, the club will make an effort to sign him next summer in 2023. Now, as you'll probably know, this summer, no chance, but de Ligt is in talks with Juventus over a contract renewal this summer, and Calcio Mercado came out saying that Juventus want to set a release clause of 125 million euros for de Ligt, but de Ligt's representative want the release clause to be closer to around 80 million euros. The defender will consider his future at Juventus if they continue to finish 4th place in Serie A, not win any trophy, and he wants an easier escape route. Now, 80 million for de Ligt next summer, and then you get Kounde now, de Ligt, Kounde, Araujo, Eric Garcia on the bench as well, who will develop, Pique will retire, you're gonna be dreaming, man. Here's the funny thing. The most expensive center back signing for Barcelona is Clement Lenglet. 35 million euros is the most we've spent on a center back. Of course, Pique was like, 2 million euros. Puyol was 3. Mascherano, I think, was like 20, maybe 15, something like that. We've never spent big on a center back, and I think now is the time for Barcelona to do so. Of course, Araujo was free, or we paid like 3 million or 2 million for Araujo. Eric Garcia was free. Now is the time to invest in center backs. I expect Barcelona to sign this summer Kounde or Koulibaly, and then try for de Ligt next summer, and then have those 3 as the center backs for the future of the club. It will be disgusting. We'll have to wait and see. But again, the priority for Barcelona in the center back position remains Jules Kounde, with the backup being Kalidou Koulibaly. A position for Barcelona this summer that isn't the priority at the moment, but it could be later on in the window, is the midfield, and we have been linked with a new midfielder that's not Bernardo Silva or Gundogan, and that is Aouar from Lyon. Mateo Morito has come out saying that Lyon midfielder Aouar's contract expires next summer in 2023. Some Spanish clubs are interested. His case also reached Barcelona's environment, but at the moment there is nothing. So apparently Barcelona received a report on Aouar. They've been scouting him as well. He's a midfielder, of course. I think he'd much suit a Sevilla better to go there, playing week in, week out. I think Aouar is a fantastic player for Lyon. He knows Memphis as well. Maybe Memphis can do some agent moves for Barcelona if we are interested. But at the moment, still early talks. He could be an option next summer as a free agent. At the moment, Barcelona are not really interested, but of course have good reports on the player. Let's now discuss the players who have been rumored to leave Barcelona over the past 24 hours. Firstly, of course, the main man himself, Frenkie de Jong, who reportedly still wants to stay at Barcelona. But Gabriel Sanz from Mundo Deportivo came out saying that Frenkie de Jong's departure will not be ruled out even if the members approve the economic leverage later on today, which of course, as a recording, I have no idea. But Barcelona needs both solutions just in case. So if the economic leverage get approved, we might still need to sell Frenkie de Jong, but it won't be as urgent, and of course it will put more essence on Barcelona staying firm on their price, 85 million euros plus add-ons as well. Now, Frenkie de Jong the other day played his final match for the Netherlands in the UEFA Nations League, and after that he had a press conference and he spoke again about his future. He was asked about going to Manchester United this summer, leaving the beaches of Catalonia for the rainy Manchester, and he came out saying, "You're always flattered when teams show interest in you as a player, but I am at the biggest club in the world at the moment and I feel fine, so there is no news." So again, Frenkie de Jong not quite pushing for that move to United. He wants to stay at Barcelona, although if United, and Barcelona reach an agreement, apparently Frenkie de Jong will sit down and negotiate with United. He's not completely opposed to it like he was at the beginning about a month ago, but right now he's still staying firm that he wants to stay at Barcelona. Now, you guys remember Jules Kounde? Of course, Jules Kounde was very, very close to Ronald Koeman in his 1.5 years as a Barcelona manager. And he's also very reliable with Dutch media as well. And he came out saying, for what I've been hearing for Frenkie de Jong, he will continue at Barcelona for the moment. So again, we are hearing reports that Frenkie de Jong could end up staying. Now, I've seen a lot of Barcelona fans saying, "Oh, Bernardo Silva is better. Let's just sell Frenkie right now, cash out, and then bring in Bernardo as a direct replacement." Keep in mind, Frenkie is 3 or 4 years younger than Bernardo Silva. I think Frenkie de Jong's already in the team. He's been here for 3 years. He's matured. He knows the language. He's bought a house in Barcelona. He is fully committed. If you bring in Bernardo, he's to come in for a year, adjust, buy a house, get committed, learn the Spanish language as well. I think he speaks Portuguese at the moment, so that could, I think Portuguese and Spanish are pretty close language. Of course, there's some differences there, but I think the club are still very firm. If they get the money they want for Frenkie de Jong, they will sell him. Otherwise, he will stay at the club this summer. And of course, with the economic leverage coming in today, it could change that situation. So we'll have to wait and see. But again, Frenkie de Jong is still staying firm that he wants to stay at Barcelona this summer. Now, I mentioned a video a few days ago about Barcelona B players leaving the club this summer as free agents, like Ramos Mingo, Gerard Pique, not the Pique thinking about, another Pique, and also Handro Orellana. Apparently, there is a massive rebuild taking place in Barcelona B. Candacero have come out saying there is a revolution at Barcelona B. At least 10 players, including important ones like Arneo Comas, Handro Orellana, and Pique will leave. And this is because that Barcelona want to limit the salary of the players to 100,000 euros per year plus bonuses and are working along this line. So apparently those other players are going to be earning more than that. So Barcelona, along with the first team, have also set a salary limit for the B team as well, and that's why so many players are leaving. But of course, with those players leaving, new players will come in as well. Amir Demir will be coming in, that new signing from the Turkish league, I believe. We have other players coming in as well, Pablo Torres. So the club are investing in Barcelona B, but there is going to be a big revolution in the backup team this summer. Let's now discuss some contract renewal updates around the first team at Barcelona. Firstly, on the contract renewal of Pablo Gavi. Now, in yesterday's video, I told you guys that Romano came out saying there is a new meeting scheduled between Gavi and Barcelona to finally seal his renewal, but he didn't know the date. He didn't say it was going to be tomorrow, today, a few weeks, a few hours. We had no idea, but now we know the date. It's going to be today. Sport have come out saying that a new meeting between Barcelona and Gavi's agent is scheduled for today. The club hopes it will be the final one as they have a great progress and some vendors are left to be closed. And also, Romano came out confirming this as well and saying that Barcelona and Gavi are very, very optimistic. So today, big day for Barcelona, economic leverage, and also a meeting, hopefully the final one between Gavi and Barcelona to seal his contract renewal. The next contract renewal update is on the contract renewal of Memphis Depay. Gabriel Sanz from Deportivo came out saying that Memphis Depay has now gone on vacation, convinced that he will complete his second year at Barcelona and is waiting for some good news, such as Barcelona proposing him a new contract. Now, with Dembele leaving, Rafinha coming in, I think Depay is set in stone to stay at Barcelona, unless, of course, we get a big offer. 30 million plus, the club will say, whoa, let's take a look at this one, let's analyze it, which of course I understand. But I think Depay should be staying at Barcelona. I think he will do as well. Everything in the summer so far has gone his way. Luke de Jong leaving, Adama leaving, no Rafinha, Dembele leaving. It's worked out perfectly for him. And Depay thinks he's going to be staying and hope he'll be offered a new contract. And that has been the plan since day one. The club has said, look, we're going to try and sell you. If an offer comes in, we will. Otherwise, we will offer you a contract renewal because, of course, his contract at the moment expires next summer. So we go into the new season with, only 1 year left in this deal. He'll be able to talk to any club he wants to in January, and then in the end, he may be offered more money elsewhere. So wait and see on Depay, but at the moment, he is set in stone to stay at Barcelona and be offered a new contract renewal, unless, of course, a big offer comes in. Now, the final contract renewal update is on the contract renewal of Dani Alves, and he will not renew his contract. He will leave the club in a few weeks when his contract expires at the club. It has been officially announced by Dani Alves and the club himself. Good Crazy is leaving again. He came out on the Instagram saying that, look, the time has come again for me, Kulis, to leave again. 8 beautiful years. I wish you guys all the best, and Barcelona will be back. And also Xavi commented on that post for Dani Alves saying, thank you, my friend, you were such an inspiration, all that stuff. I think Araujo came out, Pedro came out as well. Dani Alves officially leaving. Now, apparently, his number 8 is going to Pedri, and that shirt is going to be fire, but there will be no Dani Alves next season, 100%. It's been confirmed now. He will be leaving the club when his contract expires. There will be no renewal offer from Barcelona. Now, what does this mean for the right back position? Of course, at the moment at the club, the only natural right back is Serginho Dest. Again, the acceleration of the Azpilicueta deal is getting very hot at the moment. La Vanguardia have come out saying that Barcelona are now optimistic about Azpilicueta signing. The club 100% counts on Dest and Roberto as well. We're back in 2017, man. Roberto is going back to right back. Absolutely unbelievable. Also, Hanina Codes from Cope came out saying that Barcelona are working very hard on the signing of Cesar Azpilicueta as he's a priority for Xavi's project. I don't know why, but again, the club now are going to be pushing for Azpilicueta. Now, with Dani Alves leaving, I am very fearful that Barcelona will be spending a lot of money on Azpilicueta. Of course, we first heard 5 million euros. Same thing for Marcos Alonso. If we spend in the double digits for Azpilicueta, I will be fuming. He's not worth that. I mean, I get it. He's a bit younger than Dani Alves. He can compete at the highest level more than Dani Alves, but come on. Dani Alves, I think against the biggest teams, against the hardest teams, he didn't really, meet the standards, I understand that, but against the lower opposition side, he was brilliant in my opinion. So I think spending double digits on Azpilicueta is an absolute disgrace in my opinion. Now, Gabriel Sanz from Deportivo also came out saying the only guaranteed right back at Barcelona next season at the moment is Sergi Roberto. It is not ruled out that Dest could be included in an agreement, possibly for Kounde, and Azpilicueta is not signed yet either. This is why I would not include Dest in the Kounde deal. I am not about to go into next season with Roberto and Azpilicueta as our right backs. I said to you guys a couple of videos ago, if the club want to have Azpilicueta and Dest instead of Dani Alves and Azpilicueta as the right backs, okay, no problem. But don't be including Dest in a Kounde deal when you're already overpaying for him. That makes no sense. You want to do 40 million plus Dest? Okay. 50 plus Dest? I mean, if you do it, okay, I wouldn't be saying disagree with it, but 60 plus Dest is too much in my opinion for Kounde. That's why I put in Lenglet, Mingueza, Tete Trincao, what they have to do that. I think Dest has to stay this summer. And again, Helena Codes from Kope came out saying that Dest wants to stay at the club this summer. He does not want to leave, nor is looking for a departure at the moment. The only way I can see Dest leaving at this current moment is if he's included in a swap deal. I don't think the club right now would accept a straight offer for 20 million euros for him from Chelsea, wherever it may be. He's been linked with 1,000 clubs. But if Sevilla say yes for Kounde for 60 million euros plus Dest, I think the club will do it. And in my opinion, that is completely the wrong choice. So we'll have to wait and see. But again, massive shakeup in the right back position. Dani Alves is leaving, and a big question mark around Dest and Azpilicueta's future. And the only guaranteed right back at the moment for next season is Sergi Roberto. Now, alongside Sergi Roberto, another veteran slash captain that will be staying at the club next season is, of course, Gerard Pique. But his situation next season will be very different from the past 5 seasons. Javi Miguel from AES, who of course is very close to Xavi, has come out saying that Xavi told Pique that he will not be a starter next season and that he expects it to be the player's last season at Barcelona. Luis Enrique told Xavi the same thing back in 2014 when we won the treble. Pique told Xavi that he's willing to fight for a starting spot, lower his salary, and 100% focus on football, and he will not cause any problems if he is not our starter. So this season coming up will be Pique's last season. That's pretty much almost guaranteed at this point. He is not a guaranteed starter, and that's why Xavi wants to bring in another center back. It'll be Araujo or Kounde, Christensen, Eric Garcia, or Koulibaly. It's not going to be Pique starting, which of course is a big concern. It will be a big change at Barcelona as well. And Pique has told him, look, I will 100% focus on football. No more company, tennis tournaments, Shakira, Twitter, Twitch, all that crap. Fully focus on Barcelona. And Xavi said, you know what? I'm okay with that. So this is why the club needs to sign another center back. If we don't sign Kounde or Koulibaly, it will be Pique starting alongside Araujo again. I can guarantee you that for a fact. So we'll wait and see. But again, upcoming season most likely will be Pique's last season, and he has promised Xavi to be fully committed to Barcelona. Now, the final topic that I want to discuss before I end off this video is give you guys some updates on the economic levers before, of course, the General Assembly. I am recording this on Thursday morning, and again, the assembly has not taken place yet, but by tomorrow, we will know whether or not the socios have approved these deals or not. Now, first coming in from Sport, they came out saying that talks with Fanatics for the sale of BLM continues, but it is not closed at the moment. Barcelona have rejected all other offers, but expect Fanatics to increase their 275 million euro bid. There are some problems, including Nike, which they are trying to solve at the moment. So the club are very focused on selling BLM to Fanatics for that, 300 million euros with a buyback option for Barcelona as well. They've gotten other offers elsewhere, but they want to focus on Fanatics, and that is for BLM. Now here's a big one. Can the CRF come out saying that Barcelona believe they can reach 700 million euros with all the economic levers? The deadline to close the year with profits is June the 30th, and to balance FFP is July 31st. The sale of TV rights can be activated the quickest, followed by BLM and Barca Studios. So there's 2 deadlines for Barcelona now. Firstly, to balance the books so we don't have to, so the president doesn't have to pay out of his pocket, is of course June the 30th, and by then he needs 500 million euros. But for FFP, for the salary cuts to, get out of that 1-3 rule, is July the 31st. So again, we're gonna have another month of this crap. The problem with this is that Barcelona and Joan Laporta, although they've done a fantastic job, they do everything last second, and that's what pisses me off the most about this board. That July 31st deadline has just put a dagger in the heart. But of course, by then, we would have played, 5 preseason matches. The Joan Gamper is going to be coming up as well. And hopefully that deadline will not be a shadow over our heads. Now, the big question is, will the socios approve the economic levers or not? Now, over the past Since I've been a Barcelona fan, the socios have always voted in favor of the president in terms of general assemblies under Bartomeu, Sandro Rosé, Laporta the first time, and of course Laporta the second time. But there are reports coming in from Goal saying the opinion of some groups in Barcelona have asked socios to vote against the sale of Barcelona's club assets today at the assembly. They feel the club have not provided significant information. Another group as well shared a similar position. So apparently there are some groups in Barcelona, some social groups, who want to vote against these economic levers, which of course will completely screw us over. Now, I don't think this will happen in the end. If it does happen, then credit to them, they've done a massive movement. But again, I've never seen a General Assembly where they vote against the president. It is a very, very rarity. And also, Ben Aid came out saying that Barcelona did not imagine any other result than the club members approving the economic levers. The operation of the transfer windows depends on it. So despite those groups thinking that, oh, we got insufficient information, you have to trust the board. Because if you vote no, we're screwed. We're gonna be stuck with the exact same squad. No Christensen, no Kessie, unless the squad does a massive, and I mean massive, salary reduction. It won't happen. Forget about Lewandowski. Forget about Rafinha, Kounde, Koulibaly. It's all gone. Now, some people are saying that, oh, the Kounde deal is advancing to get the fans optimistic to vote yes for the operation, and then in the end it won't happen. Let's hope that's not the case. But in the end, the club right now are very, very optimistic about these operations. And eSport 3 came out saying that Barcelona are hoping that the members will approve the first economic lever in tomorrow's vote. The sale of 10% of the TV rights for 270 million euros for a 25-year deal is ready to be activated once the socios vote yes. So by tomorrow, we should have maybe one deal or two deals confirmed, but again, it will not be all of them. BLM still unlikely to be confirmed in the next couple of days, same with Barcelona Studio, but most likely 24 hours after the General Assembly, we could get the TV right deal confirmed. So again, let's hope for the best in that General Assembly. Now, of course, who's been working alongside Joan Laporta throughout these whole entire operations is the Vice President of the Economics, Eduard Romeu. And over the past 24 hours, he's come out speaking to the media. He spoke to TV3 and also spoke to Gerard Romeu. So I'm going to go through it all and let you guys know what he has to be saying before, of course, the General Assembly. He's come out saying that if the financial levers are approved with more than 500 million euros, then we'll be able to carry out what we have planned. We'll be able to sign players normally with the 1-1 rule. The fact that we will go back to the normal situation when it comes to signing players will not mean we will go crazy to spend money on the market, of course, being standard. But I like how he says there, the fact that we are going back. So he's very, very confident with that. We are in a wage mass of 560 million euros, and we have to reduce that to 400 million euros. So again, the wage bill is 160 million euros over what Barcelona wanted to be. With these figures, we can compete in optimal condition, although it seems very difficult to me that we can achieve it this summer. So the board are not confident they can reduce that wage bill from 560 to 400 million euros this summer, but want to do so as soon as possible. He was then asked on the sale of Frenkie de Jong. He said, look, the club's revenues forecast do not contemplate the sale of any player. If it happens, it will be due to a sporting aspect. Now, Eduard Romeu came out saying this a week ago as well. He's saying, look, Frenkie de Jong's sale is not dependent on the financial situation. If he is sold, it will be a sporting decision. He then asked on the financial leverage that we've made progress and offered to sell part of Barca Studios, and the one that makes us the least excited is the sale of part of the TV rights, which of course is pretty much confirmed at this point. And then he was asked on Gerard Pique's situation at the club. Of course, you know, their first salaries and, you know, him having a big wage this coming summer. He said that with Gerard, I am very close with him. Pique has always collaborated with the club, and I'm sure he will do it again this summer. So again, very confident on the Pique side. And here's his interview with Gerard Romeu. Now, by the way, people are thinking, oh, if Frenkie de Jong does not go to Manchester United, Gerard Romeu is finished. Gerard Romeu got an interview with the Vice President of the Economics of Barcelona. For me, no matter what, he will be a top-tier journalist anyways for Barcelona, but let's get into what he had to say. He starts off by saying that it's not that we've ruled out anything. We believe that some operations are not favorable for Barcelona, but there are still many more operations to be done. The Bank of America and Barcelona have a good relationship, just like we do with JP Morgan. With Florentino Perez, we have a good relationship with him as well. He's not helped us at all. He worries about his own business. We don't like the figures of the money or the length of the CBC agreement. It doesn't really talk about the Super League in that agreement, but it talks about other competitions, which you understand what it refers to. It limits us in some areas. So again, he's basically saying, look, if we sign CBC, we have to leave the Super League. And also, Joan Laporta came out, talked about the Super League as well, saying that, look, Super League is still on track, and we have to wait for that final court date in July. Back to Romeu now. We don't want to rule anything out at the moment. We have to leave pride aside and we have to act with such responsibility. I don't contemplate a non-approval today. So again, Romeu, very, very confident that the Sochis will vote yes for the economic levers. I think the president and the board of directors, we have earned the trust of these famous levers to be activated. We have to put players at the coach's disposal to have a compensated squad for next season. We can't go crazy because economically we need to solve the losses. It's important not to have losses, and that's what we are committed to. We have given credibility to the market so they trust Barcelona. We have an additional month to activate the levers and generate the necessary revenue to neutralize the funds and allow Mateu to operate calmly in the market. So again, July 31st deadline. Our signings could be delayed at this point. Again, Lewandowski apparently want 50 million euros for him and all this stuff. We have until July 31st to activate those levers, and that will of course give Mateu Alemán the whole month of August to work. So it looks like Barcelona is not really in a rush to sign those economic levers because they want the best deal for their club. And finally, he was asked about Lewandowski. He said, what I value a lot about Lewandowski is that he's being who he is. He has shown his willingness to want to come to Barcelona. So overall, Romeu is very confident that the Sochis will approve those economic levers in today's assembly, but also we do have until July 31st to activate those economic levers, and he's very, very happy with Lewandowski, and also he's very confident that Pique will help out the club. So let's wait and see. Hopefully tomorrow's video, I'm very, very happy. But again, at the moment, I have no idea. Huge day for Barcelona. Gavi's meeting for his contract renewal. And also the big one, the General Assembly. So that was my reaction to the Barcelona news over the past 24 hours. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like. And of course, leave me your thoughts down below in the comments on everything we discussed. The main thing I want to know firstly, about Lewandowski's price. What would be the maximum amount you'd pay for him this summer, including add-ons? Secondly, same question for Jules Kounde, and also about Koulibaly. It talks about the whole entire center back, coming in, and also about maybe De Ligt next summer. Thirdly, on Frenkie de Jong, he'll end up leaving the club this summer or staying. Fourthly, on those contract renewal updates on Memphis and Gavi, and also on the departure of Dani Alves. And finally, about those economic levers. Are you confident in the club to activate those levers as soon as possible? And of course, make sure you guys subscribe down below if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys next time on the channel. Take care and Forza Barca.
Yeah.